Folks, we're gonna start out stream today with a trailer reaction. You know, the kind I sometimes do here. For a new movie from the Daily Wire called Identity Crisis, and I have a sneaking suspicion I know where this is going, and I feel like I could guess probably about 80% of the people who are going to show up in this trailer, if not in the film. And, well, let's dive into it together, shall we? Let's take a look.
I've often said that gender-affirming care is health care. It is mental.
It's very loud. It's very loud. Here we go.
Health care, and it can actually be suicide prevention care.
I think I'm gonna take some medicine so I can kind of like transform into a boy, get surgery.
After the surgery, I didn't really feel any better.
When it stopped being a thing for adults and it started to be a...
You know, can I just say, like, one thing real quick that's always so bizarre to me, right? Like, in the conservative mindset, you know, like, for the normal developed world, right? There's nothing wrong with this image because this is, like, just a boy not wearing a shirt, right? But from the conservative perspective, they believe that this is an underage girl, right? So, like, in their mind, in their worldview, if they were consistent, they would consider incorporating this into their promotional material and film as, you know, topless photos of an underage girl, which, you know, clearly they don't because they're including it. You know, like, I'm like they've already capitulated to like the ideology they're claiming to oppose here by including images like that. It's weird, you know, like it's weird from a consistent ideological perspective, I guess. Yeah, they think that these clips make them look good. It's very bizarre, you know?
Any better.
When it stopped being a thing for adults and it started to be a, let's teach this to kids.
Total lie.
Oh, hey, by the way,
Being a thing for adults and it started to be a, let's teach this.
you know, just real quick, who is this guy? Is this Christopher Rufo?
Hi, it's Big Earl here, the king of oil. I have many wells and thought you might like a small gift of free dimethylhexane. Big Earl doesn't pollute, he gifts.
Trains and Big Earl, thank you very much for the $5 dono. I'll take some of your blood money. Thank you very much. No, this isn't Christopher Rufo. This is that other guy that looks like him. James. Yeah, you're right. It's James. Not James O'Keefe. This guy is not James Carville. James Lindsay. Thank you, Low-Key Fox. James Water. God, come on,
To
guys.
kids.
Total lie. Manipulation. It's gaslighting.
Please stop.
Oh man, it's great. Oh man, they've got a bunch of heavy hitters.
Let's teach
in here.
this to kids.
Total lie. Manipulation. It's gas.
Of course they got Buck fucking Angel in this. Of course they did. Of course they did.
Gaslighting.
Please stop.
But Buck Angel is known as like the most transphobic trans person. It's crazy.
He's a boy, not a girl. How could she do this to my son?
What they're talking about is hormone.
Oh man, I'm sorry, wait.
Boy, not a girl. How could she do this to my son?
Is this the guy who like lost custody of his child because he was not providing like gender affirming care and would like forcibly detransition his kid anytime he had custody? That I think this guy's been in the news before, and he's been in the news for being a terrible father. Denying your child medical care is indeed grounds for losing custody.
what they're talking about is hormonal therapy or sex reassignment surgery on children.
I thought fixing me externally would fix.
Oh my god! They've got the guy who wanted to have penis surgery so that he could be Korean. They've got the guy!
Me internally. But of course I was wrong.
The fact that this
He's not even a detransitioner. Ollie London was like, I'm going to look like one of the members of BTS and I'm going to get all the surgeries so I can look as Asian as possible. I'm transracial. And then he decided that like he was going to try out being a trans woman for like 3 months and decided it wasn't for him. And then ever since he's been doing a detrans grift. It's insane, dog. It's insane. And by the way, that is granting him that he actually tried what was genuine about trying to be a trans person and not just trying to grift conservatives, which I kind of think it's that second one, but you know, whatever.
State thinks that they're more important and have a better say in what happens to your child over the actual parent's opinion is
I'm sorry, what is this outfit? What is this outfit you're wearing, lady? She looks like a child playing dress up. And I'm not sure if that's like a knock against her outfit or not. I genuinely am like, you're trying something, but I'm not sure if you're nailing it.
Egregious. Puberty blockers, surgeries, big money makers for hospitals, for physicians.
All I want to do is hold my son.
Man, maybe you shouldn't be misgendering her then. Maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Like, I don't know. Maybe if you want a connection with your child, you should not, you know, be ideologically opposed to her existence.
Are you asking me to lie to parents? And he said, yes.
This is a weaponized use of a parent's sympathy and caring and concern by the left to destroy your child.
You know what's really interesting? This is a weaponization above the left. Yeah, no, actually, it's medical science. Hey, do you want to know the number one thing that makes like trans kids not want to kill themselves? It's getting them the gender affirming care that they need. That's the number one thing. One supportive parent reduces the suicidality of like a trans child by like 14 times. Like it's literally like 1,400% or 1,500%, however percentages work. I'm not a math guy. I'm sorry.
Let's tell kids that maybe they can be the opposite sex. Maybe they actually are the opposite sex.
It is an evil thing to tell children that happiness lies on the other side of puberty blockers or...
Wait. End that statement a little bit earlier. It's the wrong thing to tell parents that, or tell children that happiness lies at the other end of puberty. Because like, a lot of children don't enjoy going through puberty. It feels bad. Your body changes and your hormones are going insane. And like, it's not okay to tell children that like you're gonna feel normal and happy, you know, when you're through that. Or is it's just wrong when you tell it to trans kids who are doing the exact same thing? Okay.
Or double mastectomies.
The left so badly wants to blur these.
Oh, look! It's the lady who tied for 5th place and has made an entire career about coming in 5th place in college swimming one time. Oh, good. Yeah, we should really listen to what she has to say about medical science. I'm sure she's full of good ideas.
These lines.
That's a 5-alarm fire.
It's criminal.
Incredible stuff. They've got the lineup. They've got like the same 3 detransitioners they bring out every single time there is an event. who it has been revealed, by the way, that they make like 6 figures for like their public appearances. They make like insane money from conservatives for showing up at events and telling like people that you shouldn't allow kids to have gender affirming care. You know, it's wild stuff, you know? Who's getting paid 6 figures? Detransitioners. The detransitioners that conservatives roll out to make anti-trans talking points and popularize them. There are only like 3 to 5 of them in the country, and they get paid crazy amounts of money to tell people that transitioning or gender affirming care should be illegal. Where was that revealed? Here, let me pull it up real quick. Here we go. I believe the last person shown in that trailer is the detransitioner known as Khloe Cole. And Aaron in the Morn last year uncovered that Khloe Cole testified that she makes up to $200,000 a year just showing up for public appearances to attack trans people. Yeah, apparently this is from the Los Angeles Times. Here, let's follow this back. Yeah. Oh man, we're not going to read all that. All right. Let's see. Primarily through speaking engagements, donations via donor box, and her employment with the far-right organization Do No Harm, which facilitates her access to opportunities to testify. The recording, which comes from Khloe Cole's testimony during a court hearing in Ohio regarding the state's gender-affirming care ban, because they also get flown all over the country to every single state to testify to conservative legislators about how gender-affirming care needs to be illegal. Okay? Let's see. Features Cole discussing her income and funding with cleaner, trimmed audio. Oh, here it is.
You don't have any firsthand knowledge of how gender-affirming medical care is provided in Ohio, is that right?
No, not from personal experience.
I understand you're employed as a senior fellow at Do No Harm?
Yes.
And Do No Harm's mission is to fight against the current model of care in place for gender dysphoria, is that right?
Yes, that's one.
And you submitted testimony in support of HB 68 as part of your job with Do No Harm, is that right?
Yes.
And Do No Harm has helped you find other opportunities to testify in front of state legislators, is that correct?
Yes, yeah.
Do No Harm pays you $2,000 a month for your work, is that right?
Yes.
And you make between $50,000 and $100,000 in speaking fees in 2023.
Could you repeat that?
You made between $50,000 and $100,000 in speaking fees in 2023. Is that right?
Yes.
That is a very fucking long pause. Holy moly. So, yeah. Now, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with being a detransitioner. If being a trans person is not for you, and like you're like you tried it out and you're like, oh damn, this is not making me happy, this is not fulfilling, this is not who I am, and you detransition, more power to you. The overwhelming vast majority of the transgender community stands behind you and stands with you in solidarity. When we're talking about detransitioners in conservative spaces, though, almost to a T, they are paid for their activism. They are not, in fact, doing it out of the goodness of their hearts. It has become a career. Much like how that one lady whose only claim to fame was losing a swimming race, tying for 5th place in a swimming meet that included a trans woman. Only claim to fame. Now has an entire career in conservative media as a result. You know? And it's very similar. Do No Harm is funded by the Edelman Family Foundation, which is just a $9.90 for a rich douchebag hedge fund manager named Joseph Edelman. Yeah. All of these conservative orgs are like tendrils of like massive capital owners, like, you know, different billionaires that are into like natural gas or oil, or, you know, being venture capitalists in tech or what have you. Like, they're all of the people pushing this are like maybe like 10 billionaires have gotten involved in this. And it is deeply apparent because, guys, we're gonna get to this later. I promise we're gonna dive more into this later. But really quick here, I just wanted to show you something that I'm gonna talk about later. Here, oh, not this one. Here it is. All right. There is a YouTube channel. You know, funded and operated by an organization many of us will be familiar with, Prager U. And it's called Prager U Kids. You know, it has 118,000 subscribers. You know, respectable number of subscribers. They have 651 videos. That seems pretty par for the course here. But if you actually click on videos and look at the performance of their individual videos, 273 views, 235 views, 686 views, 585 views. This is not, these are not videos that are making them money, because they're backed by a billionaire. None of the things they put out, none of the activists that they put, that they raise up, none of it has to be profitable for them whatsoever, because the main point of this is propaganda. The main point of this is to normalize the views of shadowy conservative figures. You know? Yeah, Prager U is also propped up by billionaires. In fact, the same billionaires that prop up the Do No Harm movement, the Edelman Family Foundation. You know, like, it's crazy. You know, none of the, you have to go a month ago to find a video that has over 1,000 views. And like, guys, I have a channel that is 1/11th, 1/12th the size of this channel, and my videos get more engagement. That's how bad this is, you know? And so it's just very interesting. I want you to know how insincere this propaganda is. But when does this identity crisis film come out? World premiere on January 10th. Oh my God, it's gonna be on X. Maybe we'll have to have a screening on the Discord or something. We'll find out. Awesome stuff. Twitter's really taking off under Elon. Oh God. Anyway, that looks like ass. My goodness. Full of misinformation and ass.